Okay guys, this is another segment that I've had to shoot over. It was just taking me too long to get through things, so I'm going to try to move right along. Okay, starting up here with my water and cooking and food preparation and so on. I've got some Aquamira chlorine dioxide tablets, and there's 12 of them in this in a pack, which I've just kind of ranger banded together so that it's compact. And these take about 4 hours to work, and they'll kill most of the things, most of the nasties that are going to be in water, viruses and cryptosporidium and giardia and all kinds of ugly stuff. So I like to have some portable purification tablets with me, and this gives me 12 times, 12 liters basically. So this is a small straw filter assembly. It kind of breaks down if you need to make it shorter. Extendable straw. It's got a ceramic type element in it with a carbon, some kind of a carbon element as well that should improve the taste. This is a nice thing to have if your water is a little bit ugly looking and you use your chlorine dioxide and it kills what's in there. This will still filter out some of the junk and improve the taste a little bit and take some of the grit out of the water. It's also nice to be able to pass this along to somebody else if you had to, so that two people can drink. You know, maybe one person is drinking out of this other Aquamira filter, and the other person is using the straw. So kind of again, having that dual use or that dual coverage to where you can kind of help somebody else along if you have to. Now this one's supposed to filter 100 gallons. Now I have my doubts that it could do that. Maybe if the water was perfectly clear, you could filter 100 gallons through that. But I would tend to think it would be more on the order of 25 gallons, to be perfectly honest. You know, with how water is out here in Arizona, with the dirt and grit and other things, I'm thinking 25, but you know what? That's all I'm looking for. 25 gallons in a kit like this is a lot of water. I can provide water to other people if I have to. So that does what it needs to do. Now this is just tubing. I think there's about 3 or 4 feet of it here, but this allows you to get into small cracks and crevices in the rocks if there was no other way to retrieve water from these areas. You could also use this to siphon water down from a crack into a canteen that you could boil up or purify. So that's helpful. Okay, this is my Guyot Design 32-ounce water bottle, stainless steel. This is a really nice canteen, and it's great because you can cook right in this. You can boil water in this, you can heat soup right in this. You do have to remove the plastic top, which is no big deal. That comes right off, and so you don't want it to melt or something. Now this one's actually unused. I also have a 38-ounce version that does not taper at the bottom. It's a little larger, and but I like the design so much that I picked up another one, and this one will start getting lots of use with this kit now. One of the best types of pieces of cookware field equipment that I own, and it's so nice to be able to boil water right in this. This is the GSI mug. It's also stainless steel, and it fits right over the top of my Guyot Design 32-ounce bottle tightly. It's not going to come off on you. So very nice and compact. Alright, next thing here. Everyone knows what this is. This is just a standard wide mouth 32-ounce Nalgene bottle. Now this kit, my EDC Backpack kit, is set up for winter time right now, and so I only carry 32 ounces of water with me. I figure that I can procure water from somewhere if I have to. You know, the places where I'm going, water really shouldn't be a problem. I can get it out of a garden hose if I have to. So now during the summertime, I might carry 64 ounces of water, or even 3/4 of a gallon of water, because if you work outdoors in the summertime here, you can go through a gallon of water in a morning. So again, set up just for wintertime use. Okay, I've got an 8-pack of CR123 primary Sanyo batteries here. Now this kind of goes along with my flashlight kit. In my flashlight kit, this is a Case Logic case. You can kind of see its relative size compared to my hands. Got medium-sized hands. And in here I've got several lights. Now, one is a specific type of use. This lamp here is a single CR123 light. It's called a Zebra light, made by Zebra Light Company, and has a very wide beam on it. One of the best headlamps I've ever owned, probably the best, and it's small. So that's the headlamp that I carry. And I love headlamps for survival type situations. It's probably not the perfect term, survival, but I use that term generically. So it's a great emergency lamp tool, and gets quite a bit of use. The next one is a Phoenix P1D. This is just a twist head, and I've got a conventional primary lithium battery in there. And the reason I've got 4 different lights that I carry here just in this one case is, one's a headlamp, so that's going to be on your head, but the others, you've got some choices. Also, you can hand this off to another person. Let's say somebody else's light dies on you, you're out with your buddy hunting or something like that. You can go ahead and pass off a light to him, and it's great when you need light to have as many people with a light as you can have. Trying to get in frame here for you. The next light is a Novatac 120T. This is not the programmable one, but it does have several modes, including strobe. And this one's pretty easy to use with a Rogers technique for using with a handgun. So useful light, tough as nails, got a good reputation. This next one is the Surefire L1. This uses a tear lens, or a total internal reflective lens. And this one has a more narrow beam, but it throws very well. For a single battery, a single CR123, this is a great little light. I've been happy with it, and sometimes it gets carried on my person. Okay, also in here I just have a few CR123s. Those are rechargeable, made by AW. Who sells these over at Flashlight Forums. And I've got 3 packs of these Energizer CR123 primaries that go along with my 8 Sanyos, so I've got plenty of power there. And I've got a neck strap that I can put on any light that I want. And I've got some AAA batteries in here. And I also have a couple of LOD, Phoenix LODs, or L0Ds. And this black one is an original Cree light, or the first Cree that they offered, called the LOD CE. And the other one is also a Cree, but it's a Q4 bin, LOD Q4. So great little backup lights. They don't take up any room. And again, if you had to pass along equipment to somebody else, or have many lights used by several people, these are the perfect kind of things that you can pass along to somebody. Hopefully just to borrow, obviously, but if it was a serious emergency, it serves its purpose.